One, Slick Talk God, Slick Walk Nation. Oh man, this is what we've been waiting for, right? So if you didn't know, I did a blog talking about I was late on it too, but I was talking about Joey Badass, his diss track towards Daylyte and other members of TDE, right? So I saw a bunch of people, and all of us, even me, waiting for Daylyte to respond. You know what I'm saying? It's Daylyte being, I put Daylyte top 2 most lyrical in battle rap, right? I also put him up there with the most lyrical rappers in the world, period, okay? And there's not a lot of people I put on that list. Lux definitely up there. Daylyte is the offhand person I think of to put up there, right? Before I heard the record, or watched it actually, because it's on YouTube, go watch it. This is a video. I saw a lot of reviews on it. I saw or heard different reviews, people going back and forth on it. Now, this is how I feel about it. I don't care what I heard, what I saw. This is my page, my opinion. That's it. This is my opinion. I don't care what you think. Don't care. This is my opinion. You're going to watch me for my opinion and know what I feel about it. That's it. I think that was I think it was fire. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not just going to say I think it was fire and just leave it at that. I'm going to tell you why I think Daylyte diss track back was so fire. Because I think it's real fire. I really like it. I'm going to tell you why. I was watching something with Mickey Fax and he was doing a live on his Instagram. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't that. I'm sorry. I was listening to Averb and Mickey Fax in the spaces. I caught something on YouTube and I was listening to them in the spaces. And Mickey said Daylyte has to make this a moment. And that makes a lot of sense. Anybody could just go rap, right? You could just come out with a verse real quick. You hear the verse, just come out with a verse real quick. Boom, throw it out there. But there's a lot of eyes on you waiting to see what you're gonna do, right? So you make it a moment, right? Daylyte this was very strategic. It wasn't just a record you just put out as a diss track, that's it, right? And I'm gonna start from when you watch the video. In the very beginning, you see Drake. And Drake says, we all waiting for Daylyte. Genius, super fire. Kendrick, Drake, everything that's going on. Or just Drake saying your name, period. Fire. Now, I'm breaking down to y'all why I feel it's fire. And showing y'all the different things on it. It's not just a diss track. It's about how, it's presentation. There you go. On the opener. Then flipping through the radio stations and this Daylyte is like, oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Zip, zip, zip. Next station. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Zip, zip, zip. But all these stations is Daylyte. Zip, zip. And then it goes to the song it's supposed to be, which is his diss record, right? The beat. New York beat. Perfect. I'm going to pick a New York beat and I'm going to spit at you on a New York beat. And it had different classic New York beats in it. Welcome to New York City, I heard. Ether from the very beginning. And it goes in to, I think, 1 or 2 others, if I'm not mistaken. But just that right there. Fire. Then I just talk when I said in battle rap, right? Daylyte is so lyrical sometimes, he tends to go like overboard. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being too lyrical. I'm not saying that. But sometimes you can go overboard to out the way where people don't understand it, and everybody don't want to sit down and watch it 5 times to break everything down you said. We live in a world where the attention span is very short. People want to get straight to it. So I talked about him versus Rum Nitty, and I was breaking down that on how he has to dumb it down, but not dumb it down to where it's simple. Dumb it down to where people understand. It's a talent in being able to say intricate bars that people can catch right there. That's a talent in itself. To be able to say those crazy type of bars that people can catch right there. Rum Nitty mastered that. Still intricate bars, but people catch them right there. Twerk is good with that. You know what I'm saying? Just start a few names. But on this track, especially for it being on track, that's what he did. He didn't dumb it down where it's like simple. It had intricate bars you had to break down, but you didn't have to listen to them 5, 6 times to break them down. If you paused it and stopped it, Cinderella. He said something about Cinderella, right? He had a whole Disney scheme. Cinderella used the glass slipper. Then he went into Lion King, and if you stopped it, you could break it down right there. That's fire. When you catch it, it's like, oh, that's fire. These are all the reasons why I feel this track was fire. The only, let me say, is the only one thing this is not even big, but the only one thing maybe I didn't care for a little bit was him going into the other flow where he kind of sound like Kendrick Lamar. If you listen to it, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. That one little part, but that was it though, and it wasn't even like I didn't like that. If I had to pick something to say, you know what I'm saying, and it's funny because I spoke about this with DNA, and we was talking about that, and that's a part he referenced and he brought up, like that part right there. We talked about that, what I just said. But if I had to pick something, if I'm nitpicking, that would be it. But to be real with you, I like the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it was very strategic. That's it. And like I said, when you're going into these types, you should be strategic. And it's hard to be strategic. Sometimes you just want to come out and rap. It's like if somebody got at me, I would really have to sit there and be like, damn. And then you got to think quick. You got a window, so you got to think quick. Like, man, where to go? How should I go about it? You got to really plan out how you want to drop this track, what type of beat you want to go on, all that. So everything was strategic from the opening to the Drake being right in the beginning to the radio station switching to the beat being a few New York beats in one. So even the way he rapped, strategic. I think it was dope. I overall give it a 9. I mean, I give it up there. I like it. The reason I said I heard people saying Joey Badass still up one. They don't like the antics. That's what I heard. I was watching. Shout out to Mickey Facts. Go watch Mickey Facts live. It's on his page. I was watching his live, and he was reading comments, and it was people saying that. And I'm like, I don't feel that way at all. It was no real antics in this to me. It wasn't he was rapping. It was no antics. It was strategic moves, but it wasn't antics. So I like it. Do me a favor though. Like, share, subscribe this, because that's what they say. That's the YouTube talk. But go in the comments and tell me, did you like it or didn't you like it? I don't like nobody's more than the other though, because I like Joey Badass shit too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they even. I think that was a good comeback, and it evens it out right now for me. Tell me what you think though. I want to know in the comments, do you like it or don't you like it, and who you got up? Do you feel like I feel, or do you got one or the other up in this battle? Let me know. Slick Talk God, Slick Walk Nation, gone.